Hey, what is going on, elite entrepreneurs and empire builders? Jared here, CEO of FranOps, and I am excited whether you're joining us here live now or whether you're hopping on later at another time or wherever you're watching this from. Man, I'm so pumped to bring you this brand that I've recently gotten the pleasure of getting to know and to get to know the CEO a little bit too. And I'm excited to bring this CEO on to kind of share his story, his journey, and the brand as a whole to kind of present to you what could be one of the most unique emerging brand opportunities that you're going to see coming into 2024 in an industry that is simply blowing up. It's huge. And I'll let him kind of speak on that a little bit more just because he's a professional. He knows it. So we're going to bring him in just a second. But this is the plan. We're going to do some more of these. We're going to do several more of these, especially as we go into next year. These live interviews where I'm going to bring on franchise developers. I'm going to bring on CEOs. I'm going to bring on franchisees to present to you different opportunities so you can see as business-minded individuals, as people who are looking for those like lucrative, unique opportunities, kind of get a behind-the-scenes look on what these brands are. That's the hope for all of this. And so, what I want to do is kind of real quick share with you kind of what it looks like. So, what I do as a franchise consultant, some people don't understand that, is I help people find their next best franchise. Okay, and so who I do this for, kind of showing you right here. I'm looking for people who. We look for people as franchise developers. We look for people who are not who aren't afraid of risk, who are decision makers, looking for people who are well capitalized, looking for people who want to do something different with their life, maybe their career, provide something better, different, more purposeful for their family, for themselves, for generations to come. And that's kind of the heartbeat of it. It's very simple how it all works. There's 3 steps to the process. Number 1 is I typically start with a strategy call where I get to know you as my candidate, as the candidate, a little bit better, deep dive into what you're looking for. So I can then go to number 2, I'll do all this research for you, finding the best brands for you, much like the one we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to show you, we're going to do a franchise showcase. I'm going to show you 3 to 5 of the best options for you. And then after that, the one that you're most interested in, or the 2 that you're most inclined to learn more about, I will introduce you directly to them. Now, here's kind of what we're doing today is we're skipping all of that. We're skipping all of that and presenting you to the CEO of this brand right away. And so I'm excited, man, to bring them on. I'm gonna bring them in here. This is everyone meet Baltej. Baltej, how are you, my friend?
Hi, Jared. Very good. Thank you so much for inviting me for the interview.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm eager to kind of hear a little bit more about your story and have you share a little bit more about what the brand is. And I've already mentioned it once. We've posted about it, but
Right.
Boba Nation.
Yes.
Boba Nation, man. It's an intriguing concept to me. I remember the first time I came across this brand, I was like, what is? There's a whole franchise about
Of course.
Boba, bubble tea, Boba. What is this? And
Right.
so, man, let's just dive in and you teach us. First of all, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself
All
and
right.
how did you get to kind of where you are today?
Okay, sure. So, Jared, like I said, my name is Baltej and I'm the CEO of Boba Nation. I started my journey, I was in IT before getting into the business. And, we all want to live the American dream. Was getting tired of 9 to 5. I was just trying to look for what is the next best thing out there. So, I always had passion for boba. I got boba introduced to me in my college days. And we used to, have our study sessions on boba. So, it was really fun for me. And so I started doing some market analysis to see how good this concept is for a business. And what I realized was that the cost of making a drink is very less, and the profit margins are really high. So it was at that point became a no-brainer for me. This was something that I wanted to pursue and take it forward.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about what it is. Like what? Okay, let's go into this. What is the brand? What is Boba Nation? What
So,
does it do?
all right. So we opened in April 2022, and so we're fairly new. But we were instant hit. We opened and people started loving our drinks, and they wanted for us to open more locations. So in April we opened our Newport location. Then we opened the same year we opened Hayward location, and then this year we opened our Pleasanton location. And then the Q1 of next year we just signed the lease just this month for our fourth location, and that'll be up and coming up in Q1 next year. So we are a success. We are growing, and our customers love us.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm gonna pull up if I can. I'm gonna bring in kind of your website here and
Yes.
just show a picture of like kind of what it looks like. I mean, when I hopped on there, this is clean cut, professional, modern. I mean, this makes me thirsty. I don't even know what a lot of these things are, but like,
Yes.
man, this is incredible. Very eye appealing, very catchy, very easy to look at, and just like, man, let's try these little like fruit bowls. Those are huge right now. These like acai bowl things are
Yes.
huge. Milk teas. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the products and some of these things we're looking
Yeah.
at?
So before that, I think I want to tell you a little bit more about the brand, right? So our brand is
Yeah.
Boba Nation. Now the you must be wondering, like, why do we need another brand? Like, there are already so many boba teas out there. So for us, we have to understand what the problem statement is. Why did we create this brand? It's because of the problem statement. The problem statement here is that if you walk to a milk tea store, right, what do you see out there? You will see um, a very limited menu. They will have probably milk tea, they will have iced tea, and then maybe some slush. That's about it. We have 250 plus drinks, right? So we have revolutionized the entire boba tea industry. It's just not another milk tea shop, which is a traditional copy and paste model. Everybody's getting into it. I get it. It's good business, but what they're doing wrong is they're just copying that same old model, opening another store. There's nothing new added to it. So we, like I said, 250 plus drinks, revolutionizing the boba tea industry. We've Americanized the concept. So what does that mean? What does Americanizing the concept means is you can come to our store and you can ask ice cream. You can get an ice cream float. You can get a
Yep.
marshmallow shake, Kit Kat shake, yeah, Skittle slush, Sour Patch slush. So that's what Americanizing the concept means, right? Now,
That's amazing.
there's still people in this, around me or in in our cities who don't even know anything about boba. They're like, what is this, right? But now when they know something, a familiar drink, right? Oh, strawberry shake. Yeah, I know what strawberry shake is. I know what
Yeah.
vanilla shake is. So they become more open to that concept. They're like, you know what? It's boba
Right.
nation. Let me try it. So when they come to our store, we give them a sample of boba. We put a little bit of boba in their drink. They get a taste of it, and then they get hooked up to it, right? So
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
the idea behind it. We are just, what, 2 years old. We've already
Okay.
got award from Restaurant G, Restaurant Guru. So that just redefines that it's a proven concept. Our drinks are amazing. People love us.
Yeah. I'm in. Seriously, I wish I lived near one. Hopefully, will someday soon because I can't wait to try some like the Skittle slush. That's nuts.
Yes,
So
it's
what you're saying is like other countries, that's not a thing yet. Like those or
it,
like those flavors aren't.
even not even other country, even in US, right? You go to any, so I'm not sure if you've been to a boba tea shop before, or probably not.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't.
But if
Yeah.
you go to one, right, it's very limited.
Okay.
Just that's why I think, because you don't have anything familiar out there, right? Like taro shake, you don't know what taro milk tea is, right? But if I
Yeah.
say strawberry shake or vanilla shake,
I'm
you'll
all
get
over
it.
that
You're
for
like, yeah, you know
sure.
what? Let me go and try, and then you slowly get introduced to other varieties of boba drinks.
Yeah. Yeah, my goodness. Yeah, no, that makes total sense. So tell us a little bit about the kind of people you're looking for. What kind of owners are you looking for? Or if you could even, how about this? Can you share a little bit about like what Boba Nation's goals are coming into next year? You just signed a recent one, so that puts you at 4.
Yes.
So where's the brand going? Where's it
So
headed toward?
look, you need certain stores to prove the concept, right? The brand is
Yeah.
new. We had to get some stores going for us to prove the concept. We already got a franchise. Our first franchise got signed last month. So
Yeah.
we've started that franchise journey as well. So we have first one who's already on boarded with us. And
Congratulations, man. That's
yes,
exciting. It's a huge
and I
first
think
step.
we, as a brand, we want to now focus more on helping other businesses or other people who are just done with their 9 to 5 job. They want to come into
Yeah.
a business world. We want to support them because I've been there, I've done that, and I want that financial stability as well, and the freedom of running your own schedule. So I
Yeah.
think I want to give this opportunity to other people. So we have this brand already done. So we want like-minded people to join us and to
Yeah.
help grow the brand.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, will they be are you looking for like the owner operator, someone this is going to be their full-time thing? Are you looking for more like an executive where this is their full-time thing,
So
but they're working on the business, not in it? Is it semi semi-absentee? Kind of tell us a little bit about
So
that.
I think I would say, look, in the end, it's your investment, right? If you want to be there, you don't want to be there, that's totally fine, but you just cannot ignore it. As long as you have
Right.
a manager that you can trust, yeah, it is your investment, and you have to protect it. So you either, if you have a manager that you can trust who can run the show for you, that's
Yeah.
totally fine. Then you can be completely absentee. You can be semi-absentee. Look, payroll, I always tell everybody, payroll is the only thing that you can control. It's a labor cost, right?
Okay.
If you're buying produce, if you're selling, you need to buy produce, right? So there is no exception there. Rent you have to pay, but labor is something that's in your hand. You can control it. So if you're a semi-absentee, you're also coming to the store, you're interacting with customers, that's going to help your business grow better. Yeah, so your involvement would be much better. But if you want to be totally hands off, that's totally fine too. That's why we are there to support you.
Mhm. Yeah. Love that. Well, tell us a little bit then about the investment itself. What are we talking
So,
about
so for
investment
the
wise?
Right. So for the investment, it's around 350,000 to 450,000. There's a $30,000 franchise fee. So that fees, the price is also, it's included in the 350,000 quote. But these numbers are mainly for the San Jose, the Northern California area. But if you're
Okay.
somewhere else, of course, these numbers will change, right? Depending on what state you're going in.
Sure.
Our royalties at 5%, and our brand funding is at 1%.
Okay. That's incredibly low. I want to highlight that a
Yeah.
royalty at 5% and then the other fee at 1%,
Yeah.
6%. The average in the industry is like 7%. I've seen
Exactly. Yes.
some franchises going up when you add on the marketing fee and the other operating
Right.
costs. Like now it's like
Right.
9%. It's like, man,
Right.
you're handcuffing your franchisees. And
Yes.
so that's unique.
And being new, I think that the advantage is that you'll have access to leadership. We will definitely roll out the red carpet for you, right?
Mhm.
If you're with somebody who's more established franchisee, then you just become a number. They have so many more franchisees to take care of. Here, you get direct access to me. You can learn from my experience, and you can use that experience in your own business.
Yeah, 100%. What's the process look like for someone to become a franchisee through Boba?
Well, of course, we want somebody who has that passion for boba. That's the first
Yeah.
thing, right? Somebody
Yep.
who has leadership skills, communication skills, financial stability. I think those are the key things to look for a like-minded partner who wants to join us.
Yeah. Yeah. So then what's that first step? If we're able to get them going and they connect with you, I
Yeah.
assume they'll probably do an introductory call. Then they'll do. At what point do they do, like, will they review the FDD with you? Will they
Yes.
will they
So,
be able to talk to other franchisee owners?
yes, of course. So the first thing they will do is, if we want to get to know them, then they need to get to know us. Once we
Okay.
finish the initial stage of getting to know each other, then I will share the FDD. So our FDD is mainly about the rules and stuff that's going to govern the agreement. So
Yeah.
once they're okay with that, then the next thing is for the discovery day. We want to invite them to our store, have them try our drinks, show them what the back of the kitchen looks like. And the best
Yeah.
thing is, we don't even have to deal with hoods. The only cooking that you do is just cook boba, and that can be done on a rice cooker. So you're not looking at any gas burners or any hoods or grease traps. You don't need anything of that. So it's such
Yeah.
an easy, simple operation, which we really want to show you. So after that, you see the operation and you still like what you're seeing, then we get into the franchise agreement, and then you become part of the family.
Yeah. Part of the family. I love that.
Yes.
Tell us about the family. What kind of, like, specifically, what does support for your owners as a part of the family? What's it look like?
Once you join Boba Nation, you are with us, right? So we will help you from everything, from finding a location. We're there because we've already have that experience of what location works for us. We will
Right.
also help you design. We have already have people joined us because so many locations we've opened. We have firms that we always go to. So we'll help you with design. We'll help you with the construction. We'll also help you, giving you the support and training that's required during a grand opening. So we are always there. We have documentation for our processes. So when you're with us, you are never lost. Like, how do you open a store? Everything is documented. All you have to do is just read it, go through step by step and do it. How do you close a store? That's documented. So with us, there's never a moment where you're lost. And even if you are, we're just a phone call away.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, love it. What I know you're really just getting off the ground running with
Yes.
franchising, but do you have any current, like, significant success stories that kind of stick out to you from current franchisees that you're able to share with us.
Well, like I said, we did sign our first franchisee last month. Yeah, both husband and wife are in IT, so they don't have enough time to put in this business, and so we are providing them all the support. I have 8 executives, so we call executives for the team that's supporting the franchisees. So we have 8 executives who are just there. So we are helping them, hire people. We're helping them train. So we want to bring the store to the point where it's auto run, where it can just be managed by itself by the manager, and all they're doing is they're focused on their job. So they're still there with their job, because you do need multiple units. They're not right now. It's their first business. I totally understand. They don't want to leave their job and get into it. So we
Yeah.
do give them that flexibility as well, where they're financially secure. They have a job, and this is something on the side. But the goal is eventually to leave the job and come into the business, right? That's what our end goal is, to enjoy that
Okay.
financial stability.
Yeah. And are they single unit owners? Or are they
Yes,
multi?
right now they're single unit, but we are opening San Jose right now. So they're already asking me to buy San Jose as well. So
Yeah.
they want to buy the next store also.
They're ready to go. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
they're
Good.
ready to
So
go.
they
That
they
shows
see the success
that
already.
shows that they're happy with our support, right? Why do they want to go another store? Because they're happy with the support that we're providing, and we are
Yeah.
definitely going out of our way to take care of them.
Yeah. And is it are you guys doing new builds, or are you leasing out spaces in strip malls?
So
Is this in shopping malls? Like what is it, the location itself
right.
look like?
So the location that we usually look for is something which with high foot traffic, right? So whether it
Okay.
could be a mall, it could be somewhere with a movie theater close to you, or with a good store, good anchor store around, right? So all those areas would work for us.
Yeah.
And we do have a team. So we have a real estate person who will look at the demographic, look at the foot traffic, and he will give you that analysis report. So we're never going blind. It's we always have the data, and based on the data, we can always make the right decision.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure college campuses, hotels, things
Right.
like that are probably hot spot locations to try to
Of
find
course.
too, just wherever
And
people are
I
going.
think what separates us more as well is why are we getting so popular is it's what I tell my customers is we are Costco of Boba Nation.
Yeah.
What that means is we have such an extensive menu. Having that extensive menu, it just so for example, a family of 4 comes to our store. Dad wants coffee. Mom wants she's health. She's into health. She wants fresh juice.
Mm,
And then the kids want slush, or another kid wants a shake, right? So they don't have to go to different places. We
right.
have everything, right? So
Yeah.
if you're in Starbucks, you're just stuck with coffee. If you're with Jamba Juice, you're stuck with juice. If you're going with those acai bowls, there's some
Yeah.
stores that are just selling acai. You're just stuck with
Right.
acai. I don't even know how they're functioning, because it's such a limited quantity. Like the menu is so limited, it just does not.
Right.
I'm still wondering how are they surviving, right? We have long lines. We have
Mm.
lines that are long, and we get so busy. Especially on weekends, we don't even have time to breathe. We get that busy.
Yeah, yeah, right. Are you guys open to international expansion, or are you
you
are you
know,
just right now trying to stay in the States?
I did have someone reach out to me from Germany, so
Okay.
they want to open Boba Nation there. It's still very early in discussions,
Okay.
but we want to expand. Whoever wants to take our
Yeah.
brand anywhere, like we already have. Look, we've already done the hard work. We've got the processes down. We've got the recipes down. Now we
Yeah.
want to just share the goodness with the rest of the world.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of franchising, right?
Yeah,
Is you're investing into a system that is
correct.
proven. Everything's been built out for you, and so it's a way of just kind of going into business for yourself, but not by yourself. And that's
Exactly.
the
Right.
famous quote everyone
Right.
says, but that's kind of the heartbeat of it. Is you, Baltej, have already gone through, and your team have already gone through all the work, the
Yeah.
labor, create something that is working. So
Right.
now we're just looking for partners to let's continue to expand and to develop this literally all over, which is
Yeah.
exciting. So, but at the end of the day, it always comes down to finances for people. Like, if we could, give our life and invest into something just on passion for
Right.
something,
Right.
that'd be great.
And
But we can't, right? So without, and I understand how some of the legality issues work. So I don't want you to make any kind of earnings claims or anything, but would you
yeah.
be willing to share a little bit about maybe what a franchisee could expect as far as ROI
Of
timeline
course, yes.
or some of that
So
success what they can expect?
we can work this together. So our average unit volume is 750,000. That's pretty open statement. We have a item 19 in our FDD.
Okay.
So 750,000 is what an average unit can bring in, and this is for Northern California. Where it does get cold, so it's very season dependent too. During summers, man, our numbers are amazing, right? So this is why I think our business would do very well in Arizona or Southern California or Texas, right? We
Yeah.
will do really really good there.
Yeah.
Um, so 750,000 is what our stores are doing here, and labor is around 30%. That's the industry standard, right? 30%
Yeah.
is for produce. That's another industry standard. And
Okay.
then around 10 to 15% is your rent, right? So you're at like what, 75%. And
Hmm.
then you have other miscellaneous costs like electricity bill or something. So let's say 80, right? Just in a big way we can go 80%. So the rest 20% is your profit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
That's good. Yeah. Yeah. So tell me, you mentioned it's very seasonal, and that makes total sense. Do you guys do hot drinks?
Yeah, we
Um,
do. We do. So
yeah.
when we
Okay.
first started, when we first started off, we didn't have hot drinks in our menu, and
Yeah.
we were getting to winters. I'm like, oh my god, we need hot drinks. So my team and
Yeah.
I, we spent like 1 week. We In 1 week we set up the entire menu. We got the hot drinks going, and they've been very successful as well.
Yeah. That's
So we have
great.
hot teas, hot coffee. So we've captured everything in that
And the location themselves, you mentioned wherever there's high foot traffic, but I'm picturing like they are indoor locations, right? It's not like a Dairy Queen where you order on an outside at a window, or it's not like just a drive-through place, is it?
We can do it. Our existing locations are not, but
Okay.
we are. But I do see a possibility of doing that as well,
Okay.
right? So
Open
for
up for
example, we have two concepts. So right now we have a Boba Nation concept, right, which is in your malls or in the strip area, and then we have a Boba Nation lounge. So our lounge concept would be more with a seating area. There'll be board games, TVs for customers to view.
yeah.
So and then we're also trying to bring in wine, like wine slushes.
For
So
sure.
we want to bring that in as well.
Yeah.
Being young, I think, and being small, I think we can still innovate and make those changes at a very faster rate
Mhm.
than for someone who's like 100 franchisees, right? For them to change menu, do all that stuff is a big churn. And for
Yeah.
us, as we learn, we just innovate and we just change.
That's great. Yeah, absolutely. So someone that a franchisee who's watching this, or a candidate, a potential franchisee who's watching this, like to understand this is not just you're not just getting in on the early stages of a franchise just for a financial
Right.
return, but you're joining a group, you're joining a business, an organization, a franchisor that will listen or will at least include or incorporate maybe your voice and even some of those ideas. Like,
Of
let's
course.
dream together on
Yes.
what this could look like, what this could become, what's going to bring the most success for
Right,
all of us
right,
across the
and this
board.
is why I think when I mentioned earlier on, the first 10 franchises are very critical for us. They are we'll open up the red carpet for them. Their feedback, their views will really matter, and we'll change things accordingly. Once you have 100 franchisees, your voice is not even heard then, right? It's like
Yeah,
it's working. It's working. Why do I change it? But
yeah,
this is time. It just makes it easier. The smaller you are, the changes are adapted in a faster way, and you're listened better.
yeah, for sure. I guess my last question then for you, because I want to try to keep this around a half hour. I
No
don't want
problem.
to, our people, our audience,
Yes.
busy, and they want the main points. But my last question really is why you over another boba competitor, right? You're not the only one in this space, although it's a small space. There's not a
Right.
ton, but
Yes.
why should an elite entrepreneur consider your brand over some of your competitors, whoever
I
those
think
might be?
I answered that early on. Our brand, like I said, we have revolutionized the boba industry, right? It's just not a brand which is a copy paste model, right?
Yeah,
We are
yeah,
doing much different than what a traditional boba tea does. We have
hmm
Americanized that concept, right? For
hmm
us, we're maximizing the sales. I just talked about bringing family of four. When your family of four comes in, you're just not stuck with coffee and that's it, and the kids don't get anything. When you come to our store, everybody gets something. So you maximize your sales. So being with us is a no-brainer. I mean, I would be surprised if somebody chooses Jamba Juice over us, right? We have fresh juice as well. Or somebody chooses acai bowl over us. We have acai bowls as well, right? Or somebody, we had in New Park, we had Starbucks right across us, right in the New Park Mall, and they shut down. They just could not sustain. I don't know what the reason for that was, but to me, I thought it was me, right? So what I'm saying is, I think we are our menu is diverse, just like America, it's diverse, right? So we have drinks for everyone. We've added mame smoothie. I don't know if you heard about mame. Mame is a food that's really popular in Mexico, but we added that to our menu as well. So, we listen, we see what people want, and we bring that to our menu. And now we're going with wine slushes, right? So I think being with us is where you will maximize your sales. And we are definitely very Americanized concepts. So people who don't even know about milk tea or boba per se, even they will not mind coming and trying our drinks.
Yeah.
So I think overall, I think this is the best choice.
Yeah. And like you said, you're taking down Starbucks. So that's great. Oh man. Well, I think what's interesting to hear about
Starbucks is a very old concept now. I don't know. It's just the hype that's there, but it's nothing compared to us. So
what I was going to say is, I think there's a lot of people get into potentially owning a franchise and think, I only want to invest into something that everyone knows what it is. Right. That it's got the global recognition kind of name, like a Starbucks or a McDonald's or you name it, one of those massive empires. And they think that means that there's a 100% success rate. And that's not the case.
That's not the case.
These stores, they have their stories of closings and failures, and not that those are always the same, but all over, just like any brand. And so
I will give you another example. In our Pleasanton store, we have Gongcha, we have Zero End, and we have Quickly. And when I'm there in the mall, we have these mall employees walking by, and they would say, your store is the most busiest, and it would be, right, because we offer so much more. So it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Baltej, man, I love it. I'm excited to try it someday. I want to come out to Northern California and get a taste of it.
Or we will get to you, or we will come to you.
Yes, I love it. Let's make it happen. My Midwest friends, let's make that happen. But I'm excited about it. Here's kind of where the next step is. If someone is listening to this and they're like super intrigued by this and want to learn more and maybe kind of see if they qualify, the first step for you is to start today you need to start with what we call a qualification assessment. And this will be a huge first step in just identifying do you even qualify for this brand?
Right.
And if so, at what level? Are we talking single unit? Are we talking multi-units? Is your territory even available? And so that will be a critical first step in identifying if you're a good fit for Boba. Because Boba wants to work with people who qualify for them. They don't want to just talk to anybody who's going to waste their time, Right. And so that's where this begins. I dropped that link in the comments on the qualification assessment. So click on that. We'll get started today. If you do, I'll connect you right with Baltej and their team, and maybe get you off the ground here in a month or two with your own piece of the Boba Nation empire. So that's where we'll begin today. Baltej, man, I cannot say thank you enough. I appreciate your time, all the work that you have put into building this that nobody else is going to know. No one else will ever know, except for those that have ever built their own business. They can relate, but they'll never know all the work that you put into this. And so I'm excited to see other people succeed off of your hard work as you include them into this family. So it's great stuff, man. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited to see how this grows and develops, but just wanted to say thank you one last time.
Awesome. Thank you, Jared. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys, enjoy. We'll do this again with some other brands coming up. Have a good one. Bye.